Have you ever hired a coach and you didn't get the results you really wanted? Well, honestly, it could have been you. You set the wrong expectations, didn't hire the right coach, weren't coachable, or hey, it could have been the coach. A good coach understands neuroscience, the way the brain works, and also how human behavior works. Something that I see a lot of coaches get wrong, especially performance coaches, results coaches, business tactical leadership coaches, is this. A client comes along and they're wanting to change their current situation, and likely what's keeping them stuck where they are behaviors, strategies, belief programs, identity beliefs, habits that are working against progress, creating resistance, driving procrastination, keeping them in unresolved emotional loops, spreading into organizational strife, affecting their bottom line, and worse. And to change being stuck where they are, to instead be where and how and what and who they want to be and have and hold, well, then they have to change behaviors. And this is what the results coach will often do. They'll project their own beliefs and issues onto the client, oftentimes presuppose what's really going on around and within the client, be too remiss or even dismissive to do the work with the client to find the real root problems. They'll give instructions for the client to follow that is how they would do something, regardless of the client's drivers. Oftentimes they'll pontificate from a place of ego, and so many times they'll ask judgmental, bias-driven questions versus asking questions that help the client have their own insights. See, the brain is hardwired to be triggered by change and also wired for growth, which ironically also means change. But here's the difference. A brain that is forced into a decision or a learning that means change, that's laid upon them, forced onto them, opinionated onto them, it triggers the, change is bad, fight or flight, fear of change, reactionary, non-productive, non-resourceful response. And that type of response also, by the way, zaps the most energy from the brain. Conversely, when the brain believes it's found its own solution, that it's come to its own self-awareness, its own insights without pressure or projection, well, the brain shifts state and becomes instantly excited to create new pathways of thinking, new learnings, new programming to get to be resourceful, innovative, creative, and efficient. And it's this type of thinking that takes less brain energy, allowing more energy for focused intent. Here's an example. Let's say a coach to a client says this: you do see how your current behavior is causing all the issues. Have you tried instead to do this, this, and this? I suggest you do this, this, and this. Fill in the blank. Instead of questions to get to the real root problem. They don't ask questions for context. They didn't ask questions to elicit what the client really wanted. And no questions that help that client come to their own insights. The best path is asking questions designed for the client to have their own insights so that the brain will move forward excitedly. Like things like this, hey client, is how things right now, are they working for you? And let's say they answer no, you could say something like, well, how would you like for things to be so that in life or business or relationships, things are working for you? What would have to happen, client, so with absolute certainty you know that things are working for you? Curious, client, what's the real issue here to you? And if we set everything you believe is the issue aside, well, what's left that may be the issue to address? Do you know someone getting the results that you want? Well, who are they being that you are not? What are all the ways that you could get the results that they are? Is that the result that you want? Really want? Are you committed to the goal? Where can you go from here that you know will get you to that result? They'll experience insight. And then we can ask, well, if you don't take action on the insight you've just had, what won't happen for you? I'm Amy Ransdell. I'm a performance coach who works with human behavior from a foundation of neuroscience, physiology, data, and, well, years of hard-knock common sense. I do this so that clients have results that they want. Love to work with you. Thanks.